So everyone should have the app downloaded now. You can get the Infinite Humanity app from the iPhone store, from the App Store, or from the Google Store on an Android. And from your phone, you'll just click on the Infinite Humanity logo to go into the app. And we already have a couple of stories in our app right now. But if it's your first time, you should just see this orange circle in the lower right-hand corner. So go ahead and tap on that orange circle. And what will pop up are a series of circles above it. And the first circle above the orange circle is New Story. So go ahead and tap on New Story, and it will create a brand new story for you. I'm going to create a story about some entities that I've been spending a lot of time with recently, my houseplants. So you'll go ahead and enter the name of the story that you want to create. You can always come back and edit it later, no pressure, and then hit create right next to that title. And voila, here is your brand new story. So to start adding content to this story, you'll find that orange circle on the lower right-hand corner, tap on that again. And right above it, you'll see the new image video circle. So tap on that one. And this will take you to your phone's photos. So go ahead and navigate through your phone's photos to pick out some story photos. And you can upload multiple photos at a time. It takes longer the more photos that you try to upload, so I would just start with maximum 6. Right now I'm just going to upload 2 photos. So we'll select those photos. They're uploading into the platform. And as soon as these bars are complete, you can hit the little X in the upper right-hand side to close out that upload dialog box. And it looks like that second one is still loading. But with the first one, what we can do is tap on the photo, and you see those 3 dots in the upper right hand. If you tap on that, you can add a caption to this photo. So here I'll type in the caption. This is our lemon tree and kumquat tree on our back porch. We'll go ahead and hit save there. And you can see the caption popping up on the bottom of the picture. Now I'm going to add in some more photos. So tap on the orange circle in the lower right, tap on new image and video. That'll take me back to my photos on my phone. Add in some yerba buena, some lemon verbena. And it's uploading all these pictures. And one thing I like to do if I'm looking for a story idea is go through a bunch of pictures on my phone, because if you took a bunch of pictures of something, it meant that you were probably interested in it. And so it's a good place to go for story inspiration. So to add in text, you'll also click on the orange circle in the bottom right and then hit new text. And here I can put in some text. When my fiance proposed to me, he planted some wildflower seeds that just bloomed. We'll go ahead and save that text, and it'll pop up. Whatever you enter on your mobile browser will pop up right at the bottom of the story. Now we're going to add in a header image. So up here where the title is, I'm going to touch that title area, and you can see there's a circle, a gray circle with 3 white dots that appears in the upper right. So you'll tap on that, and then all the way at the bottom, it says change image. So we'll tap right there, and that will take us to a place where we can upload a header image. Let's put in these little desk plants. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can change the rotation of the image. I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll hit the check mark. And it is uploading a header image for the story. Now the app is pretty new still, so there are not 100% of the features yet. We're working on developing all of those features into the app right now. What I find the app really useful for is getting pictures and videos and text straight off of my phone and into a story. And then the full set of features for Infinite Humanity are available through the web-based platform, which you can access from infinitehumanity.com on your browser, either on your phone or on your computer. And that enables you to access 100% of the features that we have available right now. So next, what we're going to do is switch over to the browser, either for your phone. You'll just go to infinitehumanity.com. And if you're not logged in, then you'll see the website right here. Since you already have an account, you'll click on log in right here, that white text underneath the join button. So this is how you log in. There's actually two options. There's also a login here in the upper right-hand corner as well. So there's two different places where you can log in from the website. Just hit login, and that'll take you right here to the place where you can log in. And that'll take us to our story section. So let me know if you're not in this area, if you want us to pause, and if you want some help, or for us to slow down while you're getting into the web browser. Is this making sense to everybody? Cool. All right, so I'm gonna go find that story that I just created. Here we go. I did a whole bunch of practice versions of this one. So this is the one that we just created. And you can see there's a fuller suite of features here on the web browser version. So I can add in a subtitle here. And we can also add in right here a date. So we'll click on this date box, and if we put in a specific date, it's going to show us today. So we can save that. Or if you want to do a date range, you can pick out the date range here, and you can adjust the year of the date in the upper left-hand corner. And you can adjust the day here in the calendar, and you actually have to click on the day to save it. And then we'll hit the save button. And then here you can add in a little bit more information about your story. And down here you can see all the pictures that I uploaded from my phone. And it's a similar taxonomy here where you can click in these three dots in the upper right-hand corner to edit your caption. You can also rotate your pictures, you can remove them, you can copy them. And there's a cool feature on the computer where you can go to the lower right-hand side of the picture and then you can move it around. So I can make this really big. This picture big. I can also move it. So if I want it to be in a different place, I can click on it and drag it and move it around like that. And you can also see there's a lot of different features here that we can add in addition to photos and text. You can also add quotes. You can add audio clips. So this is fun if you want to interview somebody in your family and have an audio interview with them. It's really beautiful to listen to later. You can add in videos, and you can also add in links and files. So if you have a special file, a PDF, a Word document, something like that, that you want to add a longer story and download it later. And then we have the link. Oh, it looks like this one got in here twice. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this picture. Perfect. And so this is a little overview to creating your stories. I'm dragging these around. Let's rearrange them. There we go. And now I would like to show you, let's minimize this. I would like to show you some story collections that we've started to put together. So here in our demo account for Infinite Humanity, we have started creating what we're calling right now meta stories or story collections. And one of these story collections is a COVID Victory Garden collection of stories. And here we have 2 stories so far. One of them is the Garden of Eden, and the other one is Cynthia's Peace Garden. Thank you, Cynthia, for sharing all of these amazing resources with us.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, this is so inspiring. So to get to this story, you'll go into the upper right-hand corner, and then we'll just say go to link right here. And that's going to open up in a new tab. And Cynthia shared all of these resources with us. She created this beautiful story, this beautiful garden, and has instructions for creating a container garden. She has these videos inside with directions. And any of you can do this on any topic. And so what we're actually going to be doing is with these story collections is we're going to be sharing links to the story collections within the Facebook group. And then people can share links to the stories that they're creating, and we'll put those stories into the collections. So people can share stories on a theme. And we've created a number of different themes here. So we've been having fun with journaling and diaries during the time of COVID. So we've started a couple of quarantine journals. Kachina's been journaling from Texas. I've been journaling from San Francisco. So within these quarantine journals, I've shared a link to the journals from my household right here, and other people can share journals that they're having, and then we'll have a collection of different journals that are all linked to each other. So how do you share a story link? Let's go back actually to this Victory Garden story. And I'll show you once you've started a story and you want to share the link on the Facebook page or share the link with other people, there are a couple of different options for privacy settings. Now within your story, do you see this share icon in the upper left-hand corner with the person's right here? You click on that where it says share, and you have 2 options: people I choose or people with link. So the first one, people I choose, will allow you only to share with people, specific people that you want to either see the story or to be able to add to the story. So let's say I want to share this with support@infinitehumanity.com. Now I would type that in there, and once you hit enter, oops, I typed it wrong. Let's get rid of that. There we go. That's the whole address. So once you hit enter and then you click out of the box, you have the option right here for them to be a viewer or an editor of the story. So view means read only. Edit means that they can actually add content to the story. So this would be for your friends and family that have something to add and share within that story. So I want this person to be able to edit the story. So I'll just toggle that switch over, and then I'll send them an invitation. So now they'll be able to edit that story. And that means that the story will be just private to us, to the people who I invite as editors, and nobody else can see it. Now, the second way to share the story is people with link. And this is the one, if you want the story to be more publicly accessible, then you'll share this option. So if you click on people with link, you have the share link right here. And then you have these options where anyone with the link can view the story. So that means anybody on the entire internet who has the link to the story will be able to see your story. And you may want to put an extra layer of security on top of that. So you could put password protected and then create a password right here. That's a terrible password. But, but if you want the story to be password protected, select that second one. But if you want anybody to be able to see the story and for it to be open, you just toggle over the first one. Anyone with link can view. Now, for the purpose of these story collections that we're creating within our Facebook group, you'll want this to be the setting where anyone with link can view. And if you click on this button right here, it'll copy the link. So that means the link is now on my clipboard. Now, Eli, do you have a question? Oh, you were just adjusting your light. Okay, I thought you were raising your hand. So now that we have that share link copied to the clipboard, I'm going to go ahead and go into our Facebook group. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm not logged in, but I will post that link to our Facebook group afterwards, and all of you will be able to see this COVID Victory Gardens story. And what we're imagining would be really fun is if people want to post stories in the comments, you can post links to stories that are on a certain theme. So if you have a COVID Victory Garden, you could post a link to your story in the comments of that COVID Victory Garden, and we'll curate a whole bunch of stories around this topic. We can do the same thing with the quarantine journals. We can do the same thing. We would like to do some stories on themes of amazing women, because March is Women's Month, and all of us have an amazing woman, at least one, probably many in our lives. And so we'd love to start cultivating a story collection around amazing women. And now that you have this knowledge, you are not only a story maker, you are also a collection cultivator. So you can create story collections for your communities. You can create story collections for your families. You can post them on the Facebook, and we can share stories with each other within this community. And with that, let's spend the rest of this webinar doing live story creation, and y'all can ask any questions that you have or any comments or just thoughts that you want to share. And we can just work on some of our stories together.